Welcome back to Miller's Construction. We're back on this project today. This is day 3 or 4 for us. I can't even keep count right now, but check out what we got delivered today. Let me turn you around here. That's right. Steel ag panels, yes sir. That's our metal exposed fastener, metal roofing and walls. We're gonna start putting on some steel today. It's exciting. I'll take you through the process. First things first, it's time to pre-drill our steel. Now there's a lot of controversy here with this, and I've talked about this before. Some guys like to punch it, some guys don't like to punch it or drill it at all. This is the way we've always done it. We've never had a failure doing it this way, so we're gonna keep doing it this way. Also, there are some misguided thoughts, I guess you would say. You can't pre-drill because the manufacturer won't cover the warranty. My steel manufacturer will, so I'm gonna keep pre-drilling, and it's faster for me. I can just punch through all the sheets one time, couple of minutes, and I'm ready to start installing panels, and I don't ever have to come back to this. Well, at least not until I get into my next panels, my next size. So yeah, we're gonna pre-drill every bit of this. So we've got all of our fastener locations marked. Now it's just a matter of centering up my drill bit. I'm using an 1/8 inch drill bit. That's what I typically use. Also, I like to use this old electric drill. It's faster. I don't want to burn up batteries just drilling and drilling and drilling. This works pretty well. So this is how we start, folks. We try to get our panels plumb. Corner's gonna cover all of this, so
bottom,
towards that way,
just a little
towards the north.
Whoa, right there. Put a screw.
You ready?
Yep.
All right. I got this side.
I'd like to pretty much get this thing covered up today.
It would be really nice. You can do it.
Some stuff.
You can tell.
All right. Now, can you tell?
Oh, I can tell. Oh, I can tell.
I think you're good up here.
All right, last panel for that end wall. Well, we made quick work of that wall. Of course, this is the easiest wall that we have. Next, we're coming around here. So what Special K is doing right now is he's getting measurements for our layout on lath so that we can pre-drill these sheets. Now, there are a few different ways that you can get that angle on that sheet, and we're gonna do it a little bit unconventional this time. Typically, we cut that angle on the ground. So we figure out our pitch, figure out our drop, and we'll cut it all on the ground. But because this is such a low roof, this is only 8 foot down here, it's just not very steep. We're just gonna go ahead, put all the panels on, and then I'm gonna climb up on a ladder and I'm just gonna nibble that off. We're gonna pop a line and I'm just gonna nibble it off real quick and easy. We typically don't do it that way, but on this one, we just feel like it'll be a little bit faster. We won't have to mess with getting that angle on the ground. So Kay's got all of his measurements right now for his lath. So right now, in order to pre-drill, he's just gonna walk down through here. He's gonna put a mark where it belongs. We got our first sheet on. You can see our color match is pretty good considering I don't know how many years of fade that has, but our color's matching pretty nicely. I'm not digging these little Mars in the steel from our steel manufacturer. That's unacceptable, but all right, you good, Kay?
I think.
All right, I'm gonna go down here. Money. Occasionally we check it for plumb. Make sure we're still staying on. Look at that, the steel came with that little dimple in it. I don't get it. Good?
Yep.
See how I'm pushing that, folks, that rib? I'm making sure it's seated. I got you. Yeah.
I will. Go ahead. Hold on it tight.
You ready?
Yep. That's tight enough.
Right there's about center with my nibble.
Got it.
I can see that.
Hope you can see that good enough.
I can see it. What's done is done. That wall complete. East wall complete. Now we're moving around front. That turned out really well. Now on the front we've got a little bit of a unique detail. Wainscot. Why are we doing this wainscot or, you know, accent wall at the bottom 3 feet up? That way we don't have to replace the entire sheet on the front. We can just replace 3 feet up because they want us to replace all of this rusty, nasty metal. So on the front, we want 3 feet up with a blue wainscot that matches close enough to this color. We're replacing these trims as well, by the way. We've got trims for that. But you can see that the rake trim, the cap, all the trims are blue. So we're gonna put a wainscot. And we're gonna cover up that nasty rusty. We're gonna get that out of there. We're gonna put a wainscot on the front.
We need to actually cut that loose right now, probably. Because of our jack.
We didn't pre-drill these just because there's just a few of them. We're gonna pre-drill the rest of them, but more time than it's worth right here. Got to mark our measurements down. 32.5, Chase, 64, and 95.5. Got that? Thirty-two and a half. Okay. Oh man, gonna have to cut a little corner off that, ain't we?
Yep. Now you may want to go up a ladder. And
Yeah, I think so. Grab that blue one. Grab that blue one.
We're looking fine right here, Aaron, but
Yeah.
I'd rather make sure that's good.
Yeah, I wanna go ahead and get that one set. There we go. Let me get my screws
Okay.
ready here.
Do it.
Oh, I hit a nail or something.
Alright.
Hopefully I'm still on good. I think I am.
You can put one more
Jeez Louise.
right there in front of you down. No, don't do that one yet.
All right, you ready? All the way across?
No, I'm not there.
You want one right here?
Yeah, go ahead and put one there. Now just come on down.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and fill this empty screw up right here. And there's one more up here. Well, at least one more. Well, lovely. What the crap is going on with this thing? This is why I don't like red tools, folks.
What's the matter?
I have no idea. Look at that. Look at that. Piece of junk.
It's too hot.
Yeah, it's like it's getting too hot. I didn't even run it that much. There we go.
You did?
It's thermaling the battery.
Well, just wait a little while.
Clean cut.
Yeah. Oh, I done that one. Went through the other way.
Yep. End of day 4 on this project. Got all our wainscoting detail done on the front. Got some trims around what's going to be the garage door opening. Tomorrow, probably put some of these trims on over this door. We've got to replace those as well. Replace the lower sections of these two. And tomorrow I'm going to bring a string trimmer and trim that so that it'll be easier to, we've got to cut this and put a wainscoting detail down here. But overall, we're looking pretty good here. Main thing tomorrow, the main goal is to get the roof on. We want to get steel on the roof here because we've got rain coming in the next few days. So I'm going to show you probably the most important tip of any other thing that I'm going to show on this video. If you don't pay attention to the video, pay attention to this one part. I'm going to overhang this from this edge 1.5 inches. Then I'm going to put a mark at 5.5. See that? So I'm at 1.5 inches right there, right on this crease, right on this edge. Put my tape right on it. My overhang of my steel is going to be 1.5 inches. That's just the way it turned out on the length of our steel. I'm going to add 4 inches to that. Now you can pick any number. I could have picked 3, I could have picked 2, it doesn't matter. We're looking for consistency here. So right there I'm at 5.5, right on my crease. So this is 4 inches up from my crease, essentially. See that? So Kay has done the same thing down there. Now we're going to pop a line. This is what we're going to call our control line. This is going to get you set up to install the steel perfectly straight.
Go ahead.
You ready?
Yeah. You go out as far as you go.
I'm money.
You're all right there.
I'm right on that mark. Let him stretch that really tight. I can pop it if you want. It's up to you. Say when. All right, here we go. Nice straight line. That out of the way. Now we've got a control line. Now all we have to do is transfer this control line to our sheets, and I'll show you how we're going to do that. This is the bottom of our sheet. This is our screw pattern as brought out by the manufacturer's installation instructions. We want to go both sides of the ribs at the bottom. That's for wind uplift. Can't stress that enough. Read the manufacturer's installation instructions when it comes to screw placement. Don't listen to anyone else about it going in the ribs or in the center spot. Read the manufacturer's installation instructions. They will tell you where to put the screws. Right here, I'm going to transfer that control line to my steel by just marking a small tick mark right here, 5.5 inches up. That's going to give me my 1.5 inch overhang, and that's going to put this mark right on that 4-inch chalk line. It's going to keep us nice and straight, parallel with everything, and that's the key. On the first sheet though, to get it parallel, I have to mark both sides. So I'm going to mark this side as well, 5.5 inches. Now, if we take this sheet up on the roof, line up that chalk line with our 5.5 on both sides, we'll be perfectly parallel and straight all the way up the roof. Then all we have to do is, as we stack the panels, continue placing one mark. Actually, it'd be this one, because this is our underlap. We have to continue to place that mark on that chalk line all the way across. If we can adjust left and right a little bit, our panels will come up perfectly straight at the bottom where everyone sees the little overhang. So that's what we want. We want perfectly straight metal. I got the metal.
You got it?
I got it. There we go. It's sitting there. Yeah, let me move up to the top. We gotta lace this dude underneath.
Okay, try pushing.
I am. It's right here in the center. Very center rib. Yep, there it is.
Got it?
Yep. Chase, push until you need to stop.
I didn't need to.
You close right there, look at your line. You might have to move over. All right, one sheet down, 6 more to go. Right across this baby. There you go. I got it. I got it. If you're wondering about the screw gun that I'm using, it is not a drywall gun. I repeat, it is not a drywall gun. Drywall guns run at about 4,000 RPMs. This one's running at 2,500 RPMs. So it's the exact opposite of a drywall gun. A drywall gun is high speed, low torque. This is high torque, low speed. It has the ability to drive these number 10 1.5 inch screws, and it will set them perfectly. Try to use a drywall gun on this application. It will not work. You will fail miserably at that. This is a very unique gun. DeWalt makes one as well. It's called the VersaClutch. They're metal connector guns, basically, or metal fastener guns. I don't know the exact term, but this one, the model number is XSF05 from Makita. I like the Makita slightly better than the VersaClutch. I feel like it's a little bit more consistent. But if I had DeWalt batteries, it wouldn't bother me at all to I own both of them, so I could have brought the DeWalt today if I wanted to, but I just prefer the Makita slightly, very, very slightly. They're both really good. I've put a lot of screws in with both of them. This increases speed because you do not want to overdrive this fastener and smush that washer. You'll have premature wear with that washer. UV rays will eat up the excess that's sticking out. You don't want that. This places them perfectly pretty much every time. So I don't have to sit there and throttle an impact or a drill. It's simple. Yeah. All right, time to install our rake trims. It's beautiful.
Okay, here you need to come back to here.
Yes.
I'm gonna go right up here.
Yes.
And you your side first, yep. Got this in. You be able to good. I gotta go into this thing.
I'm overhanging about 8 inches.
Hang on just a minute.
Hand them to me.
How many you need?
Probably enough.
How many you got?
3, I think. Yep.
What you need?
Okay.
All right.
I got you. We're on the west side of the wall now, and as you can see, the panels are okay there, but you start to see a little rust there, a lot of rust there. So what they want us to do, the client, they want us to remove all this and continue wrapping this wainscot all the way around and down the other end. So we've got panels to do that. Chase is pre-drilling right now. We pulled all the screws out of the bottom. We pulled all the screws out of their second screw line. And now Kay is just going to take a grinder to this because it might be a little difficult to do with the nibbler. That's going to finish this job. Now you can see there's a slight variance in pitch, slight pitch change. That's by design. We asked the client. That's what they wanted. So we fulfilled those expectations. Got our wainscoting detail done on the outside here, which turned out pretty well. So this had all rusted out at the bottom. We've got all that replaced. The reason all this had rusted out and they had so many problems is because they had so many leaks in here, and they're slowly fixing the leaks. You can see where it's damp, even up the OSB about a foot. They're fixing the leaks, so it shouldn't do that again. We got our 6x7 garage door installed. Just a cheap, simple unit. That's all they need. All this is going to house is chemicals and I don't know what all. It's for their water treatment system, and this can't freeze. So all of the walls are insulated. The ceiling is insulated. And then they wanted this just 7/16 OSB applied to the walls and ceiling. So I think it turned out really well considering. Really appreciate you guys tuning in to Miller's Construction. Subscribe if you like this type of content. There's a lot more coming. Hit that like button. It helps me create more content for you guys. I really appreciate you tuning in. We'll see you on the next one.